Okay guys, welcome back to the next section of the course. Here we're going to get you familiar with dashboard, analytics, videos, where everything is. Now you've come quite a long way so far. I'm really looking forward to hearing about it. I really want you to get involved, show me on social, get in touch with me. I want to know how you're getting on and everything. I'm really interested in that. So let's get you familiar with dashboards, shall we? So far you've done all your creation. You've done all your planning, the big, huge part of it. You've set up an account. Now you need to get familiar with where things are on dashboard. Let's dive straight into that, shall we? So the first lesson, we're going to be looking at the dashboard now. Then we're going to be looking at videos, comments, and go on through everything you need to know. What I want to say is that YouTube is vast, and what's in here, there's more than one way to get to pretty much everything, and there's more features in here than you probably need, and you can spend ages going through and really getting to grips with stuff, way more than a full course will even show you. So I'm going to show you the basics and show you what you need and what I use. You probably won't need any more, but if you want to, spend time, and I encourage you, when you're on YouTube here, spend time going through the different analytics, find out where things are. You're going to find some great features you didn't know existed, and they give you some great information on how to grow. So spend a lot of time on YouTube going through and checking out all the stuff here. But let's get into it, shall we? So I'm going to go, so let's say you've landed on your page here, you've signed in, click on the top corner and click YouTube Studio. Now, Studio is the name for kind of the area and the dashboard for where you're going to get everything you need from your videos, the analytics, everything. You're going to come onto a dashboard, looks something like this. To be honest with you, I don't look at dashboard too much. And I just want to say that I'm logged into my old account here. So what I did was, if you don't know the story, I'm sure you do from other videos, I went away for 5 weeks and I launched a channel over 10 weeks and grew it to quite good numbers here, just shy of 10,000 really quickly. And I broke it, I changed the thumbnails, changed keywords, took the whole channel down, put the whole channel up. I use it as a test platform. That's what this channel right here is. I got a lot of videos disqualified, taken down. I got some warnings even, got stuff demonetized. I really wanted to learn all about YouTube. Now, since then, I've gone on to work with really like some big clients, some corporate clients, some companies, also individuals, and how to grow their channel. And for the last year and a half, I've been using what I learned. I published a publication about this, put it on LinkedIn, and companies got in touch with me. I've used what I learned to grow their channels. That's what I've been doing, and I tried to get hold of one of those in particular who's got loads of analytics I can go through to see if I can show you on this course, but they didn't want me to. A lot of people don't want to let known that they've used external sources to grow social media maybe, or they don't want you to see backstage their analytics on what they're doing. That's fine, that's their prerogative. So I'm going to use this account now. Obviously I haven't touched this account for I used it a year and a half ago mostly, and I've touched on it every now and again for the last 18 months. So I'm going to backdate some of these so you can see some of the stats and see what's going on, so that there are some stats to go through. So back to the dashboard. We land here on the dashboard, and I don't really use this. There's like your most recent video, which again was so long ago. I think I was just testing something after I took it down. I've done last posts on here, comments, subscribers, summary and stuff, but I don't really use the dashboard, this page, too much. But this is where it is. Now, kind of recently we've gone from an old version of this into a new version of Studio, and sometimes you might see this content is called video and stuff. It depends on what month you're looking at this in and when you're looking at this course, but it's going to look pretty much like this. This is the dashboard. Now I also want to tell you that this right here, this red button at the top, is something called TubeBuddy. Now I'm going to go into this more in later sections, and I really think you should get TubeBuddy. Let me kind of show you what that does. So if I go on and find a video, let's find this one. So I pranked Casey Neistat by Dan Mace. So now if I start playing this video and wait a moment, look what happens next to this video. We start getting some analytics drop down. So it tells me everything about the channel, how many videos they got, how many subscribers they got. These are the best, if I can get rid of that, these are the best practices. So these are things we're going to talk about in the next section too. High res thumbnail, info cards, end screen, comment pin, Facebook. They've done it all. I can also see the tags that he's used. Dan, Mace, Shark Attack, Casey Neistat. And we're going to talk about these in the next section. But you can also just copy all of someone's tags if it's a video that's like you like and is similar to yours. It's got other suggestions on here, but this is really good, right? This is what TubeBuddy is, and it's something I really think you should get. we'll talk about that in the later video. Okay, that was all I wanted to show you, just a dashboard and a little intro into this. After this, we're going to be talking about the video page. So let's get into that, shall we? Okay, so when you're on your dashboard again, you can come down here and you can click on content. I've seen this called videos on someone else's page, but I can only show you mine. So when I go onto here, you can see these are all the videos you have when you've listed. Obviously initially you won't have too many on here, but also it shows you information about it. I'm going to go through this page with you. This, you can see the visibility. I can see that lots of these are public. I do have some at the top here, see unlisted and things. Also monetization, so it's on for all my videos. I could click on this and I could turn it off if I wanted to. Also limited, so let's take this. So here's me and drunk in Thailand, stuff like that. Like I told you before, that if you're talking about advertising and alcohol in your videos and partying, nightlife, etc, etc, YouTube may just take the monetization of that video altogether, or it's going to be limited because it's age restricted, because a lot of advertisers don't want to advertise on something that shows alcohol and things. Also swearing, I think there's probably some swearing in that video, possibly, and they don't want to show that. So that's why that says limited on stuff like that. Restrictions, it will show you, like I just mentioned, the date, added, views, comments, things like that. Let me go back to another page. So you can start seeing, yeah, that happened. Limited, here's one that's limited, age restricted. That's got nearly 1 million views on it, which is annoying because if it didn't have age restricted, it would have made a lot more money than it did. This one's limited. You see, this is do not do this in Thailand. I learned Thai swearing, so obviously I beeped it when I swore and stuff. It still got made limited. So on here you can do a certain amount of editing. I can make this public or private, like I mentioned. Also, if I hover over and I click the 3 dots, I can view this, I can share it, I can promote it, download it, I can delete forever. Now I can also do this in batches here. If I click batch, 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 say these 3, click on the edit, I can also do all of this. There's tags, description, monetization. I can start batch doing actions, which I strongly suggest you don't ever do unless you're really sure, because you could get yourself in a bit of a pickle here. Also, here's playlists. So we talked about playlists in the other section. If I want to batch add videos into a new playlist, say I create a new one, my favorite videos. Oh, this is something that I saw Divert Living, who is a channel I talked about before. They do, like, say it's September, they do like September's favorites, and October they do October's favorites. So they're going to want to go and find videos from the previous month or whatever and make it their favorites. That's a quick way to do that. Also, while I'm talking about that, you can actually, the quickest way to do this, if you hover over here, you've selected what you need, click new playlist. This way you can create your new playlist if it's public, etc., and create it that way. Also, a quicker way to filter this, if I select and I can click up here on filter, and I can do it by views, value, greater than, less than, and add in a value here. That's just a little quick way to get around that. And why is that important? Because if I was making a playlist that was something like my most popular, my most favorite, stuff like that, I might want to be ranking by order in terms of knowing what to put into what playlist. Let me deselect all these, because also if you go along the top here by views, for example, and I click views, it's going to start ordering these automatically by views, which is great, or by number of comments, likes, that kind of thing. Okay, that was pretty much everything I wanted to just show you. The video page here is where you can look at your videos, you can make playlists, you can also start listing an order of views and start checking stuff out, do any batch work that you need to do, if you need to batch, change or alter a whole load of videos, that kind of thing. But just so you're familiar with it, go on and play with that. Select stuff, reorder things when you have them, and really get yourself familiar with the video page. On the next video, we're going to be looking at some comments in that section, so let's get into that. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to look at the comment section, so meet me back over where we just left off, and comments down here. Click comments, and you're going to come up with a page that looks a little bit like this. So obviously ignore this, I've mentioned TubeBuddy before and what happens. So in this section, you're pretty much going to look at published comments and ones held for review. Now, ones held for review are going to be spammy. They're either people dropping links into, or sometimes they're swearing on them and stuff like that. They're not nice comments, and you are going to get these. Now, it's in your interest when you click on that held for review section to go in and mark them as spam is the best thing, because then YouTube knows they're spammy and can delete the accounts if they have multiple people doing the same thing. You can delete it, or like I've said before, sometimes I allow it and I reply to it asking a question, because this all interaction. Comments are interaction. Now comments are super important, because it shows YouTube in their algorithm that people are commenting and interacting with your content, which they want. They want people on your page commenting. If they're commenting, interacting, they're spending longer on YouTube, they're going to watch another video, they're going to play more ads, YouTube will make more money, etc, etc. So comments are really important, especially when you first launch. Try to reply to every single comment. Now I've mentioned before, also try to ask every single comment a question if it fits, because then they reply back again, that's even more. So when you get spammy or horrible comments, actually ask them a question, get them to reply, and that's another big piece of interaction, right? YouTube doesn't know they're saying something horrible all the time. So this is where that is. I also have the YouTube Studio app on my phone, so I'm not always at a desktop and you're moving around. I would highly suggest downloading the YouTube Studio app on your phone, and comments will ping up and you'll be able to reply to them as they come in. There's no better than replying to comments as they come in, so someone's already active on the site, keeps them on there for longer. It's really good. So you can go through and you can like these comments, you can reply to them here, and it's just a section where all your comments are. I can't really say too much more about it. That's kind of what it is. They're your comments. They're the most important things. Remember, this is a social media. The first word in social media is social. Be social, be friendly, be interactive. People are watching YouTube and watching your comment because they want to interact with you. If they get comment back from you and they've been watching you on video, that's a huge deal. They get to interact with their media. People are still not used to interacting with media in the same way that they should be by now. Interact back with all of your fans. Really take your time to comment back. If somebody gets a comment hearted and replied by you, they're so likely to come back again. They're so likely to come back and interact with your content again and stay subscribed. They are now a fan. And also fans are great, because when there is someone being a troll, fans gang up on them and get rid of them, and that works really well too. So this is your comment section. This is your comments page. Use it, utilize it, really use it. Reply back to every single comment you have. I can't really say too much more about it. Comments are one of the most useful and most important features here on YouTube, I believe, and you should definitely be utilizing it. Okay, that was that. Let's move on to the next section. Okay, so subtitles, why are they important? So I'm going to go into this in a minute and just show you quickly. Subtitles are important because there's more and more research, and I can see it with your analytics. You can see how many people are reading the subtitles. Have you ever scrolled through YouTube on your phone at nighttime, and when you're scrolling to select a video, you're looking, you see the captions come up and you start reading it. And quite often you read that for a while, then you might click and go and watch the video, or just keep watching it in silence. So many people actually watch videos in silence. Maybe they can't play the sound out loud, they don't have the headphones with them or whatever, or it's just an inconvenient time to play out loud, and they watch with the subtitles. It's really important, really important. Now, luckily for us, YouTube, if English is your language, and you're recording in English, speaking English, it will automatically put subtitles in English for you. So if I go down into subtitle section here, we click here, you're going to come up with a page that looks like this. All drafts published. So this is what it looks like. Now, when I go into mine, quite often I say I'm UK English, and it comes out with both of these, right? And it's published automatic, which I can duplicate and edit, or it's published by creator. I can add my own subtitles to it. Okay, so let's go down. How to make money and travel explained. Let me scroll down. So I've got both of these here, English automatic, English United Kingdom. Let's duplicate and edit. Click over here, and you can see this pops up. So it's got the huge long block of text right here, and then below the video, it's got it written with the clip, which is great. So I can start editing, for example. Okay, so you want to know how to make money. Let's say that was incorrect. Let's say I didn't say that. I can see it also come up on screen here, very handy. Let me go in and say, okay, so maybe I said you'd like to, whatever. This is just an absolute example. I can change that here. It should update here at the bottom, you see that, and then I will publish. I won't actually do that. Let me undo. Okay, and then I'll click publish, and it would publish it, and it will start coming up at the bottom of the screen here for when people are watching. Now, I really can't stress how important they are. Now, you may get other stuff come up in here, subtitles. For example, if you have a large community and they're foreign language, I don't have anyone ever done this, but people can also submit subtitles in a foreign language, and you can go in and you can review it. Compared to Google, they translate it, say it was in Dutch or Spanish, and you can go in and either ask for another review on it, or you can say that's okay and publish it with foreign subtitles. Don't worry if you don't see that. I don't have it, and you'd need a large fan base that was non-English speaking too, and I can just see that in mine I just don't have that kind of fan base that's non-English speaking. All those that are, I see quite a lot Dutch and German, they're speaking English and they're learning in English. So that was subtitles. That was kind of, it's a lot more important than people think, and it's something I would definitely recommend you do. Make sure, I mean, they're automatically generated, make sure you go through, just spend some time. I know it's annoying, you've done all this stuff, you send out your video and then you've got to go through and look at all the subtitles after they've generated, after you've uploaded. Yeah, but just spend some time, eventually get around to it in the evening, go through and just change those for each video. It really can make quite a bit of difference. While I'm on here too, subtitles, right below that is copyright. Click on copyright. Here's where you start seeing if other people have taken your content and they've put it on their channel. It'll flag up and it will come here. I'm caught up with everything. I don't think there's, maybe it's happened once or twice, and you can put in a removal request on the top here, and then they can take it down. They'll see that your content has been matched to someone else. Yeah, that was it. Anyway, the main point of that was subtitles. Make sure you do it. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, so on to the final section here. Analytics is the only thing left in your dashboard, really, finding your way around Studio. But we're going to have a whole section on analytics at the end because it's really important. You need to know your analytics to know how to grow. So after we've uploaded a video, done all that perfect, you'll understand more about all the different features of a video. Then when we come to do analytics, you'll understand more fully. So I'm going to save that to the end. So the only other part here is to go on here on settings. The settings page is what I need to go through. So this kind of it's kind of a weird section. It's just all lots of little bits, but I just thought I'd draw your eye to it. So general, this is your currency, US dollar. Channel, this where you put your country residence, also your keywords, advanced settings. So this bit here, this is kind of new in the last year or so. You need to mark down whether your channel is made for kids. Now, that does not mean, and we've gone into depth about this when I've been looking into it, it doesn't mean is it safe for kids, it means is it made for kids? Is this a channel that's made with cartoons, with stuff that's aimed at children, younger audience content? And no is probably going to be most of yours. Even if you're doing a makeup haul, even if you're doing a vlog that isn't necessarily made for kids, no. But you can set, I want to review this for every video. Maybe you are going to make something that is more skewed to children. I've got it as no, set always. Okay, upload defaults. You can set some upload defaults here, titles and etc., which I have never done, probably will never do. Licenses, monetization. So here you can say, once you're monetized, you can say what kind of ads you want. So overlay ads, sponsored cards, skippable, non-skippable. These, you've all seen these before on YouTube, whether they're at the beginning and they're skippable, non-skippable, etc, etc. Community, so here's everyone that I've hidden and deleted from my channel. These are probably just when people have said something and I've banned them from my channel. Approve users, I can bring here to take them out. Moderators, so a moderator is someone you can allow access to your channel to go through and delete comments and do that. You kind of give them rights over your channel. A lot of people do it if they're going live and they allow a moderator to delete the chat and horrible comments and stuff whilst they're busy creating and doing the live content. That's pretty much it. So that was just a real short video. I just wanted to go through the settings section to see where you could find stuff. Maybe you were missing it and you needed to see where it was. So that was just literally a small little session about settings. So on to the next section now. This is the most exciting section for me. So planning, probably the most important because you can't get anywhere without doing that first. And second now, how to make the most perfect YouTube video. I have behind me, it's over here, a cheat sheet that I made when I was going down. So it literally told me every time I make a video, think about the title, think about thumbnail. Am I mentioning this? Am I doing this? Am I talking about future videos? Am I having a hook on my stuff? All this stuff, and that's all in the next section. It's a real goodie, really important, and we're getting close now to you can finally take off and make your channel. I'm really excited. Okay, that was it. On to the next section.